Hello and welcome to our virtual homebuyer seminar. Today I'm here with Freddie Rodriguez from Remax Properties, and we are here to discuss this new awesome Rhode Island housing program that's available. Just came out this week, Freddie.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really exciting. It's got the buzz going. Everybody's talking about it, as you know.
For those of you who don't know, this is Joseph Baptista here at Anchor Financial, located here in Pawtucket. Great local broker owner here. And we're here to basically just go over a couple things. Everybody's kind of reaching out, posting flyers. We decided just to do a video and go over all the details. So thank you guys for watching. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, Freddie. And Freddie's a great realtor. We've been working with him for a while now. 6 years in the business, I believe, right? So he's got a lot of experience and he brings a lot to the table. Really an advocate for your clients, which is important. So let's jump right in. Let's talk about this program. This is exciting, Freddie. I'll tell you.
This is big news.
Big news. I've been in business now for 23 years here at Anchor Financial, and this is the best program I've seen.
Yeah.
Hands down. Hands down. What's great about this program, what separates it, is that it's forgivable, right? So the the programs that are in place now, there's a $10,000 program, but you got to pay it back.
Right.
And there's a $15,000 program, but you got to pay it back.
Right.
This one here is a forgivable grant. So what that means is, and what's nice about it too, there's no length of time that you have to own the home. So,
right. I was just gonna touch on that too. I believe the last one that was a few years back was $7,500 grant. That one I'm pretty sure you had to live in the house for 3 years,
you got it, buddy.
right?
Exactly.
And then after 3 years of home ownership, you would be able to. It would be forgivable, right?
Exactly.
This one we close.
You close and it's forgiven, yeah, which is
Not only for down payment assistance, but it also can enroll into your closing costs, right? Because I see a lot of people, and just throughout the business, we always ask for extra funds in the loan for closing cost as a closing cost credit, to help out our first-time home buyers, kind of retain any of that capital in their pocket there. But this one here, we can kind of split it, right? So 3.5% down of a $300,000 home. The rest of that money, the rest of that $17,500 can go towards your closing costs. So realistically, more buying power for our first-time home buyers, which is huge.
It's huge. It's huge. And it, as you know too, when you're a home buyer and you're working with different sellers, sometimes when they see that you're going for 100% financing, they're not as apt to want to give that closing cost credit.
Right.
So, we kind of jumped over that a little bit. When you purchase a home, you're going to have both a down payment and closing costs. So what's unique about this program is that you can apply it to both. Our goal with any purchase is always to do the transaction with as little money out of pocket as possible for the buyer.
Sure.
Right? So we want to limit their out-of-pocket expenses, make sure that they are able to, live with the house once they get in there, right? You're going to buy furniture, you're going to have different expenses, so we want to make sure renovations, right? So to purchase a home, and if you can do it with just like $1,000 out of pocket,
right?
We do it all the time. It's pretty cool.
Huge.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yep.
I
So,
like that very much.
so yeah, nice about that.
And I think I had a couple of notes here for you. As far as Joe can answer this here for us. As far as the I should say, how long is this going to last? Right. I feel like that's everybody's first question.
Good question, right?
How long is it going to last?
So right now, there's $30 million in funding for this program, okay? And there's a good chance that once the $30 million is used, that they'll refund the program, but right now, that's all we have. So if you do the math based on $17,500, you got about 1,700 people that will be able to take advantage of this. So make sure you're one of those 1,700. Yeah, it's not a lot. It's gonna go quick. Yeah. So that's why we're getting this video out there right away.
The spring market
coming.
A lot of first-time home buyers, they do their taxes, say I'm ready to purchase my home.
Right.
So
you got to make sure you get on board with this. Contact Freddie. Contact myself. Make sure that you get your reservation for this, because we can get you pre-approved. We can get you set to go. And as soon as you find that house, we get your spot reserved.
It's a great time to do it.
It's
a great time for the program to come out just before the tax season. Get your taxes done. Contact us. Get you pre-approved. Get you out there looking on the market.
Exactly.
And we'll go from there.
Yeah. You know it. We'll talk about some other things about the program too, right?
Of course.
So some of the other parts that are important are also the income limits, right? And they've expanded upon this too.
Right.
It used to be only $80,000 for these programs.
Yeah.
But now you can be a 1 to 2 member household and make up to $112,000. which is pretty
Which is
good.
pretty
I mean,
good.
so you can make just over $100,000, two-member household. You know, that's kind of where folks are these days. You know, so that's good. So at least they've realized, Rhode Island Housing has realized that they needed to expand that a little bit. You can have a 3+ member household, and it's up to $130,000 in income. So you know, so they're you know, it's not like the old Rhode Island. They're working with you, right? Some of these old programs are really designed for low-income people, but now they realize everybody needs the help. So it's nice. It's nice.
Yeah, and just to give an example as far as numbers go, Joe was kind enough to pull out some. We ran an example, right? So let's just take a $300,000 house here, located in Pawtucket. We're going to estimate that the taxes are going to be about $3,600 a year. Homeowners insurance is estimated about $1,200 a month. Joe, what's that payment looking like?
Yeah. So whenever what's so important, Freddie, is that a lot of times mortgage companies will just quote somebody the principal and interest of the mortgage, and that makes no sense, right? You're always going to pay your taxes, your insurance, your mortgage insurance, and you got to make sure you have all this prepared, because if not,
you got to make sure it's all underneath the same umbrella, right?
No doubt. Surprises are good for birthdays, not for mortgages. You know what I mean? So like we don't want surprises in the mortgage process. So yes, your principal and interest is about $1,700, okay, for just the mortgage itself, but it doesn't stop there. Property taxes, if we're around $3,000. $3,600, $4,000 is around $300 a month. Homeowners insurance about $100 a month. That's going to, we use these as estimates. You're going to get exact quotes. And then mortgage insurance, right? You're always going to have mortgage insurance whenever you purchase a home. And you don't put down 20% anyway, which no one does, unless you got a rich grandmother. But yeah, with the mortgage insurance, about $200 a month. So about $2,379, $2,350, somewhere in there for a payment, which, we see people paying $1,800 a month for rent. Easy. I mean, $2,000 if you want to be somewhere, especially with the new train station coming. Train station going in. I mean, you got people coming in and paying all sorts of money for apartments. It's insane. And it's only going to go up. Right. And think of this too, guys. If you bought a home, 2-3 years ago, you're probably sitting on $50,000, $75,000 in equity today, right? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Let me tell you. So, purchasing home is the greatest way, really the best way that you can build wealth, right? Generational wealth, where you can pass something on to your kids, right? That's what it's all about.
Real estate will always be there.
Real estate will always be there. It's the best investment you can ever make, especially someone that's starting a family, young couple. Why pay rent? Why pay your landlord's mortgage, right? So that's why these programs are so great. And last thing I'll say about the reason why this program is so important is because of the cost of rent. Right? How can you afford to put a down payment down on a house?
I mean, honestly, if you had an apartment that was costing you $1,800, $2,000 a month, you got to pay your security deposit and first month's mortgage. That's $4,000 out of your pocket. That you're not going to see. I mean, technically you're going to see $2,000 back, but realistically,
it'll be your last month's rent anyway. Trust me, it's rent. You know what the interest rate is on rent? 100%, right? Exactly. So it's rent, man. There's no reason to do that now. Not with a program like this available.
Absolutely.
There is a minimum credit score. It is 660, but that's not that unachievable. Right. That's not that high of a credit score. And if you're not there now, I'll get you there. Right. So I've never seen a credit report. I love to say this. I've never seen a credit report I can't fix. Absolutely. And sometimes it takes some time and energy, but maybe a little money.
And like I'm pretty sure you touched on this too last week when we were having a conversation. The interest rate for somebody whose credit score is 660, right? So say your credit score is, you feel like it's on the lower side, like I want a 700. Is it going to make a difference on your interest rate? Not
at all with Rhode Island Housing. So with most programs it will, but Rhode Island Housing wants you to be successful, right? They're our partner, and when you purchase home with them, they're your partner too, right? If you fail, they fail, right? So they're not going to give you a higher interest rate just because your credit score is not really what it needs to be. Your rate is the same whether you have a 660 credit score or you have a 780 credit score. Right. So it's designed for people to succeed, and that's the best thing about it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
What else can we cover? I think we kind of touched it all. We talked about the income limits, the qualifications. You can do a 1 to 4 unit house with this too, guys. Right? We didn't say that. Yeah. So.
Not only single family, you can do a multifamily, anywhere between 1 to 4 units. And the good thing is, the great point that you brought up is 3.5% of a $500,000 3-family is $17,500. Exactly. That's a great point. Your entire down payment can be covered with a $500,000 home, which is kind of insane to say.
It's insane.
It's insane to say.
So somebody was thinking about this, right?
Yeah.
They actually said, "Hey, you know, what's the median sale price right now in Rhode Island?" Which is
Yeah.
up to 500,000 now,
Right.
which is like insane.
It's high.
And maybe not quite 500, but it's damn
Yeah,
close.
no, it's
and
it's high.
in the 3.5%, 500,000, 17.5, and completely forgiven. I still
Yeah.
can't get over that.
I know.
So I'm excited about
Money
it.
being
It's good. It's good for the public. It's good for people to finally be able to get out of this renting cycle. It's just gotten insane, and I think that will hopefully bring the cost of rent down too for the regular
Yeah.
people too,
Right.
because the market's just going insane.
Yep.
Just like eggs are $8 a dozen at the market now, right? I don't know what's going on,
Time
but
to make a chicken coop
it's
at home.
right. So buy a home, and then you can have a chicken coop. You don't have to buy the eggs no more.
Done.
Done deal, right?
It makes sense. It only makes sense.
Exactly. But a great program. We encourage you to reach out to us.
Yeah, of course.
We don't charge any application fees, never any credit report repair fees with us. We'll give you a free copy of your credit report as well.
That's great.
So we'll get you there. Just a matter of reaching out to us.
Yeah,
You
of
can
course.
apply online. We're going to have our phone
Joe's-
numbers in the bottoms here. I'm sure you'll be able to see our phone numbers in the
Joe
bottom.
is very responsive. I've worked with him for my own personal mortgage, and
Good Freddie's loan. Yes.
and he's been great. So it was a different it's a different experience when you have it firsthand. So and Joe made it a breeze for me, and we've been working together prior to that, and continue to do business together. He's very efficient, and I'll tell you this: he fights for you.
All right.
So he puts you in you'll be in great hands with Joe.
Thank you. I'm blushing over here. Look at me. But I have to say the same thing about Freddie. He's there for you. He's there on the home inspections. He's someone that cares about the transactions. We see a lot of realtors that are just kind of there for the check. I hate to say it like that, but he's vested in it. He wants to see you succeed. He cares about his clients, and just that's why I'm here with him today, right? So,
Thank you. Thank you very much.
it's good to have you here.
Yeah.
All right,
Thank
give us
you.
a call. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.